Welcome to this worship service at the Unitarian Universalist Congregation at Shelter Rock. I'm the Reverend Dr. Natalie Fenimore, and I minister to this congregation with the Reverends Jennifer Brower and Jay Brooks. Today we are joined by our musicians, Shu Tan, Brace Negron, Aaron Ackerman-Pryor, Leah Wool, Michael St. Peter, and Sarah Moulton-Foe, as well as our music director, Stephen Smith. In this congregation, we seek to create loving religious community, to encourage spiritual growth, and to build a more just and joyful world. We seek to restore the balance of our spirits, to celebrate the joys of life, and to find the strength to meet our sorrows. You may be new to Unitarian Universalism. Ours is a religious tradition which embraces the wisdom of all faiths, values diversity. We believe in using science, reason, and the many gifts of the Spirit to explore life's meaning and mystery. We believe that you do not need to think alike to love alike. Please visit our website for more information on Unitarian Universalism and the Unitarian Universalist Congregation at Shelter Rock. After our service, you are invited each Sunday to our online coffee hour to meet new friends and to see the faces of friends you have been missing. Let us worship together. We will begin by lighting our chalice. Our chalice is a symbol of Unitarian Universalism. We will welcome this day, the spirit of Christmas, and remember the story of the birth of Jesus, a child of great promise born in a manger, because it reminds us that the promise of all children exists no matter their beginnings. Our chalice light shines to welcome and nourish all children.
This congregation's words of affirmation express the purpose and intention of our gathering in religious community. If you are in accord with the words that appear on the screen, please speak them along with me. Love is the doctrine of this congregation. The quest of truth is its sacrament, and service is its prayer. To dwell together in peace, to seek knowledge in freedom, to serve human need. This do we affirm and covenant with each other.
Mary gently holds you. Christmas in the Stable.
Once upon a time, there was a child sitting on her mother's knee who wanted to hear about Christmas. So her mother told her about Christmas in the stable.
There was a Christmas long ago and far away.
But the child did not know about long ago and far away. She knew only their own farm and a few yesterdays. And so as her mother spoke, the child saw everything as if it were happening in their own stable, perhaps even now.
There was an evening long ago, and a man and a woman were wandering along the road in the darkness.
The child nodded, picturing the road that went beside their farm.
They had walked a long way and were tired. Now they wanted to sleep, but they did not know where to go. In all the farmhouses, the lights were out. Everyone was asleep and did not care about those who wandered in the roads. It was dark and cold. There were not even any stars out to light the sky. But by the road, there was a little stable. The man opened the door slightly and spread the light of the lantern.
The mother paused and stroked the child's hair.
Perhaps there were animals in there. Do you think so?
The child knew much about stables, and she agreed there were animals in there.
But the animals were already asleep. When they heard someone come through the door, they woke up and saw the two wanderers standing in the light from the lantern. But why they had come to their stable in the evening, the animals did not know. But perhaps they could understand how cold and tired and hungry the people were. Perhaps the unicorn understood when the woman put her cold fingers under her mane to find warmth there. Perhaps the cow understood when the man milked her and drank her warm milk. Perhaps the sheep understood too, for when the woman lay down in the straw to sleep, they clustered around to give her warmth. So the night fell silently over the stable and all those who were in there. And when the night was the darkest and most still, there was all at once a cry in the stable. It was the first cry of a newborn baby. At the same moment, all the stars of the night came into the sky. One was bigger and brighter than the others. It took its place right over the stable and shone with a beautiful, clear light. Now there were shepherds out that night. They were going to fetch some sheep who were still staying in the fields. The winter had come, and the shepherds saw the star rise over the stable. They saw the whole sky lighted.
"Why is a star burning over our stable?" the shepherds asked each other. "Come, let us go and see what has happened."
Along snowy paths, they hurried home with their sheep and lambs. In the stable, they found a newborn child lying in his mother's arms.
"The star is shining because of the child," the shepherds whispered. "Never before was there a child born in our stable."
Now the child needed sleep, but there was neither cradle nor bed. Only a crib was there with hay in it for the horse to eat. The mother made a soft, hollow place in the hay and laid her child down. The myrnicorn stood still, her eyes gentle as she watched.
So the night passed. The child slept in the crib. The animals and shepherds stood silently around. Everything was quiet.
Over the stable, the Christmas star kept shining, for it was on a Christmas night that all of this happened. A Christmas night long ago and far away. The very first one.
The child looked up at her mother and smiled. She did not know about long ago and far away, but now she knew about Christmas.
The end.
Our vision as a religious congregation is to create loving religious community, encourage spiritual growth, and build a more just and joyful world. So each Sunday, we take a special collection to support a group that helps others in our local community. We human beings must rise to so many challenges: the pandemic, climate change, food insecurity, and rising prices. Many families are struggling. Today and through the end of the year, our donations support efforts of the North Shore Soup Kitchen and the AIDS Center of Queens County to provide meals for families in need, meals that are especially important during the December holy days and holidays. To turn your generosity to this good purpose, use a smartphone or other device to make a donation on our website, via text message, or through PayPal.
There's a star in the east on Christmas morn. Rise up, shepherd, and follow. It will lead to the place where the babe is born. Rise up, shepherd, and follow. Leave your ewes and leave your lambs. Rise up, shepherd, and follow. Leave your sheep and leave your rams. Rise up, shepherd, and follow. Follow. Rise up, shepherd, and follow. Follow the star of Bethlehem. Rise up, shepherd, and follow. If you hearken to the angel's holy word, rise up, shepherd, and follow. You'll forget your flock, you'll forget your herd. Rise up, shepherd, and follow. Leave your ewes and leave your lambs. Rise up, shepherd, and follow. Leave your sheep and leave your rams. Rise up, shepherd, and follow. Follow. Rise up, shepherd, and follow. Follow the star of Bethlehem. Rise up, shepherd, and follow.
Our thoughts today, and I hope every day, our thoughts are with one another and about one another. In this season, when we hold up the expectation of joy, there's often not joy. We are saddened this week by the deaths in our community, which you should have received notice of in an announcement. Our inability to gather together in this worship room as we grieve makes this time all the more difficult for us, and especially difficult for those families who are experiencing loss. And yet I know that they know that we are with them. I know that you will reach out in your own ways. I invite you now into a moment of silence, meditation, or prayer with the ringing of this bell. It has also been a sad and difficult thing for us not to come together to light our candles. And so I will light for all of us a candle which will hold all of our joys and sorrows, memories and hopes, which we now hold in our hearts. May you feel the love radiated from this candle. We will now have a reading by Reverend Brower.
I share with you the words of Margaret Gooding in her work, Why Not a Star? They told me that when Jesus was born, a star appeared in the heavens above the place where the young child lay. When I was very young, I had no trouble believing in wondrous things. I believed in the star. It was a wonderful miracle, part of a long ago story foretelling an uncommon life. They told me a supernova appeared in the heavens in its dying burst of fire. And when I was older, I believed in science and reason. I believed the story of the star explained. But I found that I was unwilling to give up the star, fitting symbol for the birth of one whose uncommon life has been long remembered. The star explained became the star understood, for Jesus, for Buddha, for Zarathustra. Why not a star? For some bright star shines in the heavens each time a child is born. Who knows what it may foretell? Who knows what uncommon life may yet again unfold if we but give it a chance?
It came a floweret bright,
We have so much to be thankful for. I thank the choir for the lovely anthem, and I thank our first graders for the Nativity play and our young people's choir for the first Noel sung outside, which may become an annual event. It's nice to be able to sing and dance. I close the service with these words from the Reverend John Burens. This holiday season, mend a quarrel. Seek out a forgotten friend. Dismiss suspicion and replace it with trust. Write a love letter. Share some treasure. Give a soft answer offering encouragement. Manifest your loyalty in word and deed. Keep a promise. Find the time. Forgive an enemy. Listen. Apologize if you are wrong. Try to understand. Try not to envy. Examine your demands on others. Think first of someone else. Appreciate. Be kind. Be gentle. Laugh a little. Laugh a little more. Laugh a little more. Deserve confidence. Take up arms against injustice. Do not be complacent. Express your gratitude. Welcome a stranger. Gladden the heart of a child. Take pleasure in the beauty and wonder of the earth which surrounds you. Speak your love. Speak it again. Speak it still once more.
Now we extinguish our chalice, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again.
Let's go for a sleigh ride, a wonderful sleigh ride. Come hurry along with a song in a wintry world to glide.
Just hear those sleigh bells jingling, ring, ting, ting-a-ling too. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you.
To take a ride together with you.
Snow is falling and friends are calling you. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you.
Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, let's go, let's go.
Let's look at the shore.
Look at the shore.
We're riding in a wonderland of snow.
Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, it's grand, grand.
Just holding your hand.
Hold your hand, we're riding along with the song of a wintry fairyland.
Our cheeks are nice and rosy and comfy, cozy are we. We're snuggled up together like two birds of a feather would be.
Just like two birds
Let's
together
take this
would
boat
be.
before us and sing a chorus or two. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you.
There's a birthday party at the home of Farmer Gray. It'll be the perfect ending of a perfect day.
We'll be singing the songs we love to sing without a single stop. At the fireplace while we watch the chestnuts pop.
Pop, 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 there's a happy feeling nothing in this world can buy. When they pass around the coffee and the pumpkin pie.
It'll nearly be like a picture print, a career and dives.
These wonderful things are the things we remember all through our lives. Just hear those sleigh bells jingling, ring, ting,
Just hear those sleigh bells jingling, ring, ting,
Come on,
ting-a-ling.
it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride
Come
together
on,
with
it's
you.
lovely weather for a sleigh ride
Outside
together
the
with you.
snow is falling and friends are calling
Outside the
you.
snow is falling and friends are
Come
calling
on,
you.
it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride
Come
together
on,
with
it's
you.
lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you.
Giddy Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, let's go. Let's look at the shore. Look at the shore. We're riding in a wonderland of snow. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, it's grand. Just holding your hand. Hold your hand. We're gliding along with the song of a wintry fairyland.
Our cheeks are nice and rosy and comfy cozy are we. We're snuggled up together like two birds of a feather would be.
Just like two birds.
Let's take that road before us and sing a chorus or two.
Come on, it's lovely weather now. We're together now. Bells are jingling, ring, ting, tingling. Snow is falling and friends are calling. It's lovely weather, it's lovely weather, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you.